The Riverwood Conservancy would like to acknowledge that the land on which we operate is the territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and the traditional homeland of the Anishinaabe, Wendat, and Haudenosaunee nations. This territory is covered by the Upper Canada Treaties and is within the lands protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. Today, this place is still home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to live and work on this land.
Ani bonjour, Bekasa Quagan the Go, she can do them, we can come get in Don Jabba, Nishnabek Quagan in the my name is Vivian Rackley, otherwise known in this world. I am Turtle Clan. I'm originally from Wikimakong First Nation. I am very fortunate to be able to be out here on the land to help in any way that I can as a helper, as a knowledge keeper. So I'm here today. I look around at the beauty of everything that's here and the beauty that everybody can be a part of and get to know our first relatives, those plants, those animals, that the very air that we breathe, this beautiful tree that's here, it is taught that the trees are our lungs and they resemble, those little leaves off the trees resemble the lobes in our heart. Everything in our environment is a replica of what it can heal in our physical body. So I just want to say Chimigwech for this opportunity to highlight some of the beautiful things that can open up your mind and your spirit to the love of our environment. Mother Earth has never let us down, and she hasn't from the beginning of time, and we always need to be grateful and reciprocate that to her. Reciprocate that love that she has given to us by providing everything humanely possible for us to be able to live off. The purpose of offering the Sama is a teaching that we expect to get it before we conduct any kind of ceremony, give advice, support, teachings, because it's our first medicine that was given to us from the Creator. In that southern direction we have our cedar, or sometimes depending on which nation you're from, it doesn't have to be this order. There is no right or wrong way, as long as the respect of and the teachings of the different nations is respected, then that's how it works. But for myself, I learned that the cedar is in that southern direction, and it's Gijik for cedar. And that medicine has a lot of purposes, and right now, especially during this time of COVID, it is a medicine that we use as Anishinaabe people to help us support our immune system. This time of social isolation and things like that, we need to uplift our spirits and our outlook towards life in terms of moving forward as peoples, as reciprocating to Mother Earth as well, and acknowledging that there is medicine upon her that we could be using at this time.
Wana bejo gish gate kwendej nikas maing anandodem saxing and dunji Anishinaabe Clandel. I introduced myself in my language because this is how we connect to the Creator and our ancestors and all those spirits that we walk with on a daily basis. My English name is Tabitha Shergold, and I'm happy to be here and share some of the teachings that I have learned on my journey. When we honor that first light, we're giving thanks to that first light to share that light on our journeys, that warmth on our journeys. And so we as human beings can connect with each other and Mother Earth and all of the universe in that good way. And when we sing this song, before we sing the song, we start with the 4 honor beats. We start in honoring Wabnong, then Jaunong, then Epengijmuk. Those 4 directions have many teachings for our people, and we honor and respect those teachings. Then we sing the song in 4 rounds to pay that same respect to those 4 directions and those teachings. Hey, cuando de, hey, cuando de, hey, cuando de, hey, young yo way, young yo way, hey, young yo way. Hey, cuando de, hey, cuando de, hey, cuando de, hey, young yo way, young yo way, hey, young yo way. Hey, cuando de, hey, cuando de, hey, cuando de, hey, young yo way, young yo way, hey, young yo way. Hey, cuando de, hey, cuando de, hey, cuando de, hey, young yo way, young yo way, hey, young yo way. I want to share also that when we share these songs and we play on our drums, the drum represents that heartbeat, that sacred heartbeat that all of us have heard when we were first carried in our mother's womb. And so we honor that heartbeat sound. We also honor that heartbeat from the drum in connection and correlation to Mother Earth as well. So now that we have sung this song, I want to say Gachimigwech to all of you, Gachimigwech to those 4 directions, Gachimigwech to the 7 grandfather teachings, and Gachimigwech to our ancestors.
Well, the natural world is a great source of our teachings and understanding our connectedness with everything on Mother Earth, the sky world, the sun, the moon, the stars, and other planets as well. We also have, the full moon, which is a very important part of what I do as a grandmother water walker, as a full moon grandmother that does those ceremonies. I pay great respect to our interconnectedness with everything else. And in the beginning of time, before colonization happened to our people, there was no formal schools. Rather, learning was considered through lifelong processes, embodied in individual and ceremony, reflection, sharing, caring, all those beautiful things that were part of who we are as Anishinaabe people. And learning took place in the mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional being, and rooted in personal experiences. So we were taught learning by doing things. Like one of those things that I do is I do the full moon ceremony. My little granddaughter is a helper to me. I sit her in front with me so that she doesn't feel alienated from not being a very important part of that ceremony. A lot of times we think that the teacher has all the rights to do whatever their academic things are about, but we also learn from our children. They are our greatest teachers. And one of the things that I myself, I always give gratitude for is the fact that I pay attention to those young people, and their teachings are very, very important for us. So we learn that by doing, and it's a very beautiful way of doing things.
We are taught from a long time ago. We're given names that have significance to us, and this is what we use when we speak to the Creator. And Makwa Dodam was the Bear clan that identifies my clan, and my place where I originated from was Wigwaskiniga. Wigwas being birched in the land of the birch trees, Wigwaskiniga, or the line light shines off the birch trees is not to be confused with wassoxing, which is pretty shiny over there off those birch trees also too. So their names are similar, but if you know the language, you know that they're quite distinct and separate. And so this is that's who I am. I would say English name, but my name is more Scottish, so it's Tim McGregor. So I'll stick with Scottish. My Scottish version of my name is Tim McGregor, and it's an honor to be here. This was a time also was kind of like the tail end of hunting season too. And if you didn't get what you need to do in the late fall and stuff, you still continued a kind of a late season of hunting, which is about now. Just probably after the solstice would be. I know in our communities a lot of hunters won't hunt anymore after that, just out of respect of the animal kingdom, because they're carrying their young after that. So it's not the time for hunting them has passed. So if you were still a little bit short, this was the time to do it. Go out and do I guess getting things ready for the long seasons ahead.
Ani, Bojo, Chichak, in addition to Kaz, Maingan Dodem, Toronto Adunji. And I'd like to say welcome and hello to everybody that can participate today on this virtual walk. It's an interesting time we're in, and as we are at this time, it's so important to be able to get out and to enjoy the relationships that we have all around us. And so in that introduction, I said my spirit name is Whooping Crane, which is Chichak. I'm Wolf Clan, and I was born and raised here in Toronto. And so right here, I have a plant, that grows everywhere. And I'm sure if you've been out on a springtime walk, you've seen it. And so often, if you're a forager, a lot of the times, if you see these, you'll think that they're wild leeks. But they're not wild leeks, they're trout lilies. And so you can eat them, if you're ever out and you just want to have a nice light snack. And I personally, I would just find almost the smallest little leaf there, and I'm just nibble on it. So, all throughout the forest, Indigenous people have had relationships with so many different plants. And when we think about plants, they all have different purposes and different relationships that they teach us. And so right here, you can see this beautiful patch. And if you look at that leaf, you can see that really beautiful heart shape to it. And so this here is our wild ginger that is native to Ontario. A lot of the times when people are familiar with ginger, they think about the Asian ginger that has been, imported and brought over. But wild ginger grows, in many different places. All right, so I'd like to say miigwech for giving me this time today, just to take you out on this virtual tour of just some of the opportunities that we all can enjoy. And really, from the bottom of my heart, we say thank you. Really, there's that chance that all of us have in so many different ways to coming out and connecting. And so the more we know, the more questions we ask, the more opportunities we get to explore, the deeper that knowledge becomes ingrained within us. And so, really I encourage everybody to get out, to enjoy, really there's so much that creation has to offer. And until next time, I say Boma Pi. That means hopefully I'll see you again, or actually get to see you one day in person. And just until then, take care, enjoy yourself, and also remember, just as people, we're always learning, we're always making mistakes. And so just to be mindful of that forgiveness, that to be human, to get out, to explore, to have experience. And so I say thank you, miigwech.